I didn't expect to find myself raising an eyebrow at a third Big Bang Theory spinoff, especially one coming from Chuck Lorre, the sitcom mastermind behind the universe where gyroscopes, romantic entanglements, and soft kitty ruled. But after his latest update on Stewart fails to save the universe, I'm officially skeptical, and let me tell you why. 1. Chuck Lorre, comfort zones are comforting. First, let's rewind. Lorre teaming up with Bill Prady and newcomer Zach Penn, yes, X-Men Ready Player One fame, is pushing Stuart Bloom into multiverse territory. Lorre himself said this project is radical, out of his comfort zone, full of CGI, special technical stuff, and altogether different than the old Tupperson on a couch rhythm he mastered. Now here's my beef. Lorre's comfort zone wasn't just a geography, it was his mojo. His genius was extracting humor from everyday neuroses, Sheldon's quirks, Leonard's mild-mannered resilience, Penny's grounded charm. There is a reason Big Bang resonated so deeply, and why young Sheldon and Georgie and Mandy's first marriage stayed close to the familial, character-driven core. When you try to warp that comfort into multiversal sci-fi, there's a real risk, an alien comedy that leaves the soul behind. 2. Stewart, beloved, but leading the franchise? Third spinoff on the horizon, starring Stuart Bloom, comic book store proprietor turned multiverse hero. It's a bold pivot. Stewart is a relatable underdog, but even Kevin Sussman admitted he often faded into the background. Centering an entire multiverse odyssey on him, while ignoring the kinetic energy of Sheldon's vacuums, Raj's awkward charm, or Howard's magic tricks, feels like betting big on a long shot. Yes, Lauren Lapkus, Brian Posehn, and John Ross Bowie are on board, but are comic nerd side characters truly enough to anchor a high-stakes sci-fi storyline? 3. Multiverse fatigue. Is there a refreshing twist? Let's talk multiverse. Hollywood has churned it to dust. Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Deadpool, even The Flash. As one article bluntly put it, the concept has been exhausted. Lorre clearly recognizes this, calling the project something radical and out of his element. But does venturing into unfamiliar territory guarantee novelty? What's the fresh hook here? Stewart accidentally breaks a device built by Sheldon and Leonard, okay. He enlists Denise, Bert, Kripke, and they meet alternate universe versions of our original gang. Without a release date or trailer, it's hard to see how this isn't leaning on nostalgia, retreading old jokes in new realities, rather than reinventing the formula. If this spinoff doesn't have a solid, clever twist, it'll risk being multiverse for multiverse's sake. 4. Dilution of the franchise. When success spawns saturation. Let's zero in. Big Bang 12 seasons, followed by Young Sheldon 7 seasons, ended 2024, plus Georgie and Mandy's first marriage launched October 2024, Season 2 due October 2025. Now we're looking at a fourth extension. Stewart fails to save the universe. Quantity isn't necessarily quality. Lorre's vow to take risks is admirable, but risk for risk's sake can hollow out a beloved franchise. We've seen other series overexpand, and the cumulative effect is a diluted brand, fewer laughs, less heart, and increasingly desperate attempts to stay relevant. 5. If you're going to go sci-fi, commit, or don't go at all. Here's the silver lining. Lorre and Prady are still at the helm, Penn brings sci-fi cred, and the cast is loyal. If they commit fully, balancing high-concept multiverse stakes with the character depth that made Bang resonate, this could break new ground. Think Rick and Morty meets Lorre's humor, raw, emotional, hilarious. But if they wuss out, tacking on CGI and alternate universes without emotional core, the series risks being cartoonish, lacking warmth and wit. And that's what worries me most. Final take. So yes, call me skeptical. If Stewart fails to save the universe turns out to be a CGI spectacle with thin character arcs and self-referential cameos, fans are going to tune out fast. But if Lorre, Prady, and Penn embrace the emotional stakes, Stewart's loneliness, Denise's voice, Bert's grounding, Kripke's grudges, and infuse that messy, comedic humanity into sci-fi spectacle, they might just pull off a miracle. Until I see a trailer, hear that iconic theme, or feel laughter wedged between reality-bending chaos, I'm watching with caution, not excitement. greater than I wanted to do something radical, out of my comfort zone. Chuck Lorre. That's a promising statement, but it's also a red flag. Sometimes comfort zones are where the comfort and genius live.